So let's start with types of safe places. Physical space.
Which is what I do, my room.
Yeah, usually someone's room. It could be a park, it could be a city, it could be wherever.
I've also talked to someone who uses their family's basement, which is like a playroom, but no one else goes down there. They love it down there because the environment is perfect for releasing their energy.
Yeah. So then there's also a person. They feel safe around a particular person, and when I'm around this person, I always feel like that nothing's gonna go wrong, and they got my back, right? There is an object,
like a stress ball, or
a teddy bear.
Yeah, something you can slip in your pocket.
Yeah, and this also, an animal could also be this.
Yeah.
I have a little cute fuzzy little dog, and he's adorable and helps me. Yes, and helps me a lot. There's a part of your body as well, and a lot of people don't know this one. This is somewhere where the others take some time to build because, and we're going to get into each of these types of places and how to build safe rooms and controllable spaces and people and objects and experiences and all that stuff in a second here, but a part of your body is something that you can always carry around that safe place, and this is when you get into, well, how do I get my son to feel safe at school when, he might not be able to have his dog or his room or whatever. This is when you get into, there's a part of your body that you can just jump into that feels safe. So what we'd like to do right now is go into an exercise that you can do if you're a parent, you can do if you're someone with Asperger's. Doesn't really matter, and it's important to know that yes, you're going to be feeling some stuff around here, so if you get to the point where you feel had enough, okay, you've had enough. Yeah. No judgments, you've had enough, you go back to it another day.
Yeah, obviously we don't want you to overdo it because we don't want to further overwhelm you.
Yeah, that's why we spent a good 10 minutes talking about that part is only do to the point where you are comfortable with.
And listen to yourself too.
If your body is going, nope, I've had enough, do not continue out of some need to do it for something.
That will inflict more trauma on your body.
Please stop when you are ready. Do not try this is not the time to push yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know that's something new, probably. A lot of you must push yourself. Get outside your comfort zone. Please stay inside your comfort zone. Do not push yourself.
Yeah.
With that being said, here's the exercise. So I want you to turn your attention inward to your body and start to just notice what parts in your body, what parts in your mind feel threatening right now. Whatever that means to you. What parts of your body are icky feelings? Like right now, part of my chest, there's a part of my lower back on one side that feels a little bit threatening.
My fingers are tingling, doing some weird stuff now.
Yeah, so stuff that you'd rather not be associated with, whatever feels threatening in whatever capacity that is to you, and just sort of turn your attention inward and turn your focus inward, start to kind of scan yourself and notice your body. And as you notice your body, you might also notice that there may be an area, however small, that is either numb or not threatening, or you might even be glossing over it because it just feels like normal, like you aren't even noticing it. Like right now, my right hip / thigh is fairly normal and feels pretty safe to me. There's nothing major going on over there at the moment. So then what you do is you go toward that spot and you really start to focus all of your energy and your attention on that part of your body. So I'm focusing on my right hip / thigh area.
Just to be super clear it's entirely mental. You're mentally focusing on that spot. You're going toward that spot in your head.
You're focusing your attention on that spot. Just like you could focus your attention on a chair across the room. Yeah. You're focusing your attention on wherever that safe place is. Now if you don't have a safe place, you're saying, well, all of me is threatening right now, then in that case it might be time to stop. Yeah. And really, here's a little. I'm gonna finish the seeking safety in your own body exercise. Then we're gonna teach you another exercise that if you're feeling like you are not safe anywhere, you want to do this one. So anyway, you go toward that spot. You want to kind of inhabit it. Feel the rest of your body from that spot if you can. I know that's weird because a lot of us associate us feeling our body from our brain. Yes. But just go toward that spot and just kind of focus there and live in there as much as you can. Don't worry about the how right now. Don't worry about if you're doing it right. There is no right or wrong way at all. Yeah. There's just the way that you are doing it.
And this is pretty abstract stuff. Some of these concepts, they might trip you up a little bit. So we hope that you're writing this down and you're really paying attention. Yeah, because we didn't get this the first time either.
Yeah, and this is something that you're going to want to try multiple times and just
you will understand it upon multiple tries.
Yeah, it is abstract at first, but just do the best you can. Don't worry about doing it right or wrong. Don't worry about making mistakes. There's no way to make mistakes or do it wrong unless you push yourself and force yourself.
Yeah.
So just interpret this however you want and find that safe place. Go back and re-listen to these instructions. Again, you want to turn your attention inward to your body. Start to notice and feel what areas are threatening. Start to notice what areas are safe. Go toward the safe spots and then sort of feel around from the safe spots. Now let's do, if you're feeling like all of your body is threatening and you totally don't want to go in there right now, then something to do is you want to look around and just notice the outside world as much as possible. We're doing the opposite now. So really, instead of just paying attention, being in your thoughts, go in the outside world and notice the ceiling, notice the floor, notice the walls. If you're outside, notice what's around you, notice the cars. Put your attention on the outside world as much as possible. Find something safe in the outside world and put your attention on that thing. Because what we're doing is a basic form of state change. And we're going to talk about this a lot in week 4 as a means of changing states. But there are 3 ways to change states. One is what you're focusing on, which is why feeling safe in your own body with the exercise we just did. Then there's the physiology of things, which is your gut and your health and what you're eating. And again, we're going to talk about that. We have talked about it. We're going to continue to talk about that later in upcoming weeks here. And then there is your meanings behind those things.
Yes.
Now, the meanings are the hard part because you're in defense mode, so I wouldn't really focus on that much. But
exactly.
Anyway, so this other exercise, as we said, is just going toward the outside world and feeling you are supported. If you are feeling like you are in a safe place where you don't feel like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed, but I still want to do some exercise and feel safe, like I'm not like freaking out right now, then a great one is just to feel supported by the ground, like really feel
ground yourself.
The ground.
I've been working closely with a personal trainer who has helped me get in better shape physically, and who's also taught me to be more grounded wherever I'm standing.
Yes.
And really feel the ground. And when I operate from that base, which is everyone's base, the ground, I actually do better workouts, more stable workouts. My balance improves. It really has a very positive impact on everything.
And it works on your mental state too. So when you're feeling like you just need some support, feel the ground. The ground is there supporting you. It always is. Unless you're skydiving.
Just take mental roots in the ground and know that it's always got you.
Yeah, and it's got, and I know that sounds a little bit weird right now.
It does.
But a lot of these things are best learned through experience.
Yeah.
So try it out.
Yes, please try it out.